So I've traded for 2 weeks. I got the minimum 1,000 profit. I requested 500 of those, and then I got that into my bank account. I withdrew the money, I touched it, I smelled it, and then I said, okay, now it's real. So exactly 3 months ago, April 2026, I started trading as a complete beginner. And this month, July, I just got my first payout from a prop firm called Lucid Trading. And I've decided to start making these YouTube videos kind of like to share my journey with people who are in the position that I'm at, who are just starting out, people who just got one payout or never got a payout and are trying to find the quickest way to get to a payout, coming from somebody who's starting out. I'm not a guru, I'm not selling you anything, I don't have a Lambo, I don't have anything like that, right? So I'm here basically to tell my story, how I got so fast into this position, some tips that I may have for you, and what are the plans that I have moving forward, But before I start, my name is Seven. I am currently a PhD student here in Japan. I'm also a software engineer. So I'm just bringing that information for you to understand that I'm not I don't have time to trade full-time, but regardless, I was able to make it work. So if you're younger than me, if you have more free time, or even if you're in a situation that's similar to mine, it's possible that you can make it work, right? So boom, how did it start? 3 months ago, really, April, a friend of mine who has been prop firm trading, I didn't even know what a prop firm was back then. And if you're similar to me, a prop firm basically, in a simplified way, is a company where you can buy access to accounts that have larger capital, because in trading, most times it's about having larger capital is better, right? And forgive me if I ramble in this video. I have no script, and this is my first YouTube video, so yeah. So basically, he explained to me how it worked, right? I said, okay. He showed me his payout certificates and like the accounts that he passed. I said, okay. The way the system works is that you buy a challenge, you have to trade it until you reach certain targets, and after that you get funded. So when you trade that funded account, the profits that you get, you can withdraw that to your actual bank account. I said, okay, good. I was excited. They showed me the numbers and everything, and I was ready to just, get started, make money. I said, okay, cool. The first tip that I have as a beginner is that when you're starting out anything, the best thing that you can do at the beginning is just completely copy somebody who already does it, So I didn't want to invent the wheel. I asked what strategy he trades. He told me he trades market structure and price action. He trades only gold, and he only trades New York session. So for the first few months, that was my plan. That's the thing that I wanted to do. Initially, I wanted to buy a demo account to trade that and then buy an eval. But then he gave me an advice, and he told me that he would recommend I'd rather buy a cheap eval and trade that, so that I would feel like I have skin in the game from the jump, which was a very nice tip. So I bought this account from a prep firm called Equity Edge. I think it was a 5K challenge, and it was around $11, right? So I bought that account. I was initially I bought few really. Initially, I was trading the same strategy that my friend was trading. He showed me like some YouTube videos to follow. So I was trading that strat. I was risking 0.5 per trade, which was not a very good idea, to be honest, because I'll get into that in the future. But yeah, I was, just getting used to it, getting used to the apps and everything. And what happened is I failed those accounts after like 2 or 3 weeks, and I felt a bit demotivated, because I was like, man, I spent like 2 or 3 weeks trading this account and making like $10 profit per day, and then failed it, and then I had to like restart everything. So I've decided to kind of like restructure everything. So I went back to YouTube, and I was trying to look for different strategies. One of the problems that I had with the strategy that my friend had, like those type of strategies, like they take time to master, they're a bit more discretionary strategies, and I really wanted something that was fully mechanical, because I wouldn't have the time to be looking at a chart every time. So I wanted something that I can simply have like yes, buy, yes, don't buy, So basically a mechanical strategy. So what I've done after that, I went on YouTube and I was looking for strategies, and I got my subscription on this platform called FX Replay. Basically what it does is like you can backtest your strategies, and within a month or so I think I must have had like 500 back tested like trades using different strategies. So I would learn about a strategy. If I thought it had potential, I would go and back test it. So I think that was the best. Back testing was better than demo trading because I could just go back to like the different time frames and then test the strategy in like different regimes and see if it actually works. So after I did few back testing, I ended up with two strategies that perform the best. One is the strat. It's called the strat by a guy called Robin Smith, and another one is the no week strategy. I would really like to get mentorship from these guys, but unfortunately I didn't have the capital to get, so I could just get the free YouTube stuff and then I would backtest that. So I've backtested it. For the strat strategy, I learned from a trader here on YouTube called Trader Mike. And the interesting thing is like he was trading futures, he was trading like NQ and ES. And I was trading Forex at the beginning. So I said, okay, let me try to trade futures. Let me try to learn about futures. I've dedicated some time to learn about futures. That's why I got my accounts at Lucid Trading to trade futures. And I was trading Forex. I'm still trading Forex at the same time, with the same strategy. I've traded it for like, after I back tested, I think around 400 trades, if I'm not mistaken. I already had some stats that backed the strategy, so I had a bit more confidence into the strategy. So I've traded it on my first eval with Lucid Trading. I passed using the strat, and then I bought two more accounts. I've copy traded those, and I failed them both. Which happens. You pass a few, then you fail another. I started trading the strat with gold, but the problem is, after some time, depending on the day or on the week, I'd be like really up, and then other weeks I'd be like really down. So I wanted something a bit more consistent. So I've changed the strategy. I went to another one that I found on YouTube from a guy called Bart FX called the No Week strategy. And I think another like two creators like Bart FX and Omar No Week. I watched their YouTube videos. Back tested the strategy again. I saw the results, and then I just started trading that one. They were like mechanical strategies, and both this strat and like the no week strategy, they work perfectly. So I was trading those religiously, and after 2 to 3 weeks of trading the no week strategy with ES, I got the minimum payout possible, and I was not really trying to go to nothing special. I was really trying to test to see if the system works, which it did. So I've traded for 2 weeks. I got the minimum 1,000 profit. I requested 500 of those, and then I got that into my bank account. And I think one of the most important phases that you can reach as a trader or a prop firm trader is your first payout. I really don't know how to describe the feeling of having that money reaching your bank account. I withdrew the money, I touched it, I smelled it, and then I said, okay, now it's real, and now is the step that we're at. I said, like, from this point onward, I want to dedicate everything that I have to actually make this trading my full-time occupation. And I want to start building a community, hopefully of like-minded individuals and people that I can help out. I plan to start making like progress videos. From the moment that I withdrew the 500, I knew that, okay, now I just want to multiply this. So I'm starting this series where I want to turn that 500 into 10k monthly payouts, and that's basically where we at right now, right? So the plan for the future is I got the money straight, bought new accounts. And with the no week strategy, the good thing is that it works for both futures and Forex. So I bought few Forex challenges. I bought one more future challenge, and I am basically planning on trading those. I think I will for the next videos after this, I'll go into details about the strategy that I'm using, about how I plan on scaling everything. But yeah, that's basically it. And this is the beginning. I really don't know how things or where things will go with this, but I'll be here posting my progress every week at least, and hopefully helping beginner traders, and show my $200 $500 payouts. Because what happens is that at the beginning, really, you're not gonna get like 10K payouts. It happens, but it's not common. So I think by me sharing my journey from the beginning, it will make you proud, from your $200 payout and stuff. So yeah, that's basically that. Welcome to the channel, and I hope you guys are here with me for this journey. Thanks.